Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and yet another chatty pregnancy video. So today I just kind of wanted to talk about something that is a little more specific to when the baby is born. Um, because I do feel like we're kind of reaching that point and she'll be here any day. And I'm gonna have to deal with very, very specific things. So I thought I'd go with something that isn't too groundbreaking. It isn't like the end of the world, but at the same time, it's still important. And that is visitors. So the general idea when it comes to visitors is that everyone wants to rush and see a newborn. It's usually like a general thing, oh, she's had a baby or she's had a baby, have to go see the baby and how cute and all this fun stuff. um, I have noticed that there is very little regard to whether the mother is tired or may not want her baby to be touched by 1,000 people. But yeah. So another little minor detail when it comes to me personally is that as I live in Greece, the logic when it comes to visiting is based on traditions and religion as well, that you can either visit a mother when she has just given birth in the hospital, or then you would have to wait until baby is 40 days old. This isn't for immediate families, people in the home, but it is for just past brothers and sisters, basically. So someone would have to come and see me at the hospital as soon as I have given birth, or afterwards have to come to my home when I have a newborn to deal with. Now, I hear generally that people prefer visitors coming to the hospital because it means that they don't have anyone coming to their home. And it is kind of easier at the hospital, I suppose, because people who visit at the hospital can only stay for so long. And you don't have to worry about your house being in order and just everything generally at home. The hospital is just kind of like, hi, yeah, baby. They'll hang around for 15-20 minutes maybe, and that's about it. So many people prefer that rather than being at home. Now, there's also the option, though, of you're in the hospital, you've just given birth, you're tired, you're still getting used to the fact that you have a baby. It's a bit odd having all sorts of different people kind of coming and visiting, and people that you wouldn't necessarily be close to because they could be your husband's relatives, for instance, and you're looking like pretty much crap. And you're kind of like, yeah, okay. Now, another little detail when it comes to Greece specifically is that when someone visits at home, it also means that they have to give a gift to the child. Well, at the hospital as well, but at home the difference is that even if baby is asleep, they still have to see the baby and leave a gift by the baby. So if baby is sleeping in your room, you have to make sure that your room is always in tip-top order in case anyone comes in. You don't have the chance of just kind of letting yourself go a little bit and looking after your baby and yourself. You have to always be waiting for someone to pop up. Plus, if they wake up your baby, oh my god. So, yay. Now, more specifically, as far as I'm concerned, I do sort of like the idea of people coming to the hospital because I can avoid the home visits later. I'm not too crazy though about random people popping up when I am in a rather vulnerable position, PJs, hospital bed. It's just not my best. But I suppose it would be better than having to constantly wait for people to come and visit. However, I do know of some people who will be visiting at home, and those are usually people who will happily judge whether my house is clean or not, which is ridiculous considering I would have just had a baby. But yeah, who's checking? So my basic logic is, number one, it is cold and flu season, so baby is born in winter, which means that children will be sick, adults will be sick. I hope that no one puts me in a difficult position of having to say, oh, you know what, your child has a runny nose, can you please just not? And I'm also contemplating antiseptic. So everyone has to use antiseptic no matter what. I don't want them touching my baby. Which may seem a bit weird, but it is the season. I don't really like the idea of my baby getting sick from the get-go. I mean, that's not good. And then generally as a person, I don't like people just randomly popping up at my house. I don't like the idea of having to make sure that everything is constantly tidy and perfect, because people are going to come in and judge my home and judge whether I am a good enough housewife and mother simultaneously, despite the fact that I would have just had a baby. So I'm not really crazy about that aspect of it. I mean, I'm sure I'm going to be tired. I'm getting used to the whole having a newborn in the house thing, so I don't really like the idea, but unfortunately I don't really have a choice, which is where I actually want to conclude this specific part, that sadly I don't have the choice, because everyone here tells me that no, that's how this is done. You have to accept visitors no matter what. Whenever they want to come, they can just pop up and come and see the baby. And I don't want anyone just coming and seeing my baby. But that's to be seen. So generally when it comes to visitors, I think it's very important that visitors understand that a mother will be tired and exhausted and still getting used to having a baby. People rarely understand that, so I'm just hoping that there is understanding and I am not made to look after my baby and run around cleaning my house at the same time just because people are literally going to be mean. As well as I hope they respect if I don't want everyone just kind of touching my newborn. So I think that's basically the issue when it comes to visitors after a baby is born. So that's all the rambling for today. I think, guys, I could just go on forever with all the things that people tell me that I have to do and don't have to do. You have to have visitors, you have to let people. It's just. So I'm just going to look forward to my baby girl arriving. I'm really, really excited to meet her and just hold her. I actually had a dream the other night that she was born and I was holding her, and it was so real and so awesome. I can't explain it. So yeah, that'll be all for today, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!